Permits features include Redwood Experience for more features in Oracle Inspector, reschedule and cancel actions for inspections relocated, and separate use of DMN models for renewable permits. Offering the Redwood experience to inspectors in the field, the Oracle Inspector web application now provides enhancements for inspector productivity. Select an inspection row to display its location in the map pane. You can perform the inspection and provide results by selecting the inspection type link. Inspectors can also provide results for multiple inspections at once by selecting the Result Multiple button. This release enhances the validations for required checklists, prerequisite inspections, conditions, and more. Only inspections ready for results will be displayed and can be selected for batch results submission. When an agency enables an inspection type to use checklist items, inspectors can't provide inspection results until the required checklist items are complete. Icon changes now indicate whether comments, attachments, and signatures have been added or not. For example, select the Add Signatures icon to open the Signatures drawer. You can add a signature when the Not Signed link is available. Clear or save the signature. You'll see an updated icon after saving. You can select results for each inspection or select the Result All action to select a common result and turn on the Assess Fees option for all of the selected inspections. Select the Submit Results button. Note that inspectors can't update checklist or inspection results if the permit or business license application has a condition with one of the Prevent Inspection rules. The completed inspections no longer appear in the task list. Actions have been moved in the application details to encourage rescheduling over cancelling an inspection, especially for applicants and contacts. Agency staff can reschedule as well as cancel an inspection directly from the Permits Inspections list. Applicants and contacts with application access can see the Reschedule button in a prominent position, but they have to drill into inspection details to find the cancel action. Agency staff can leverage separate decision modeling and notation or DMN models for origination and renewal of renewable permits. This feature allows you to use a separate fee model to calculate fees differently on the origination than on the renewal. After the permit renewal is initiated, you can use this fee model to generate fees. This completes the feature descriptions for permits. For planning and zoning events related to hearings, you can now set up business rules to send a calendar invite as an attachment in a notification. When defining your rule, select the new Generate Calendar action to create the calendar entry for the hearing. Also select the Send Communication action to create the notification that will contain the generated invite. When setting up the calendar entry, you can select Event Resource fields to populate the invite's title, location, and description. On the associated communication template, select Business Rules Framework Attachments for the Attachments field. This is where the calendar invite will be stored. The Generate Calendar action creates an ICS calendar file compatible with standard calendar software such as Microsoft Outlook, Google Calendar, and Apple Calendar. This completes the feature description for planning and zoning. Code Enforcement Case Document Attached is a new business rule or communication framework event that generates an automatic communication whenever a responsible party uploads an attachment to a code enforcement case. This completes the feature description for code enforcement. Business licenses features include Fee and Payment Summary, Enable .csv download for BI Publisher reports, Contractor Record Subject Area, Consolidate Expiration Communication, and schedule inspections on completed business license transactions. The addition of the Fees and Payment Summary page in the Business License Details simplifies the operational review of fees, payments, and credits that have been applied to a license over multiple license periods. You can now track balances and payments for the life of the license and not just a single transaction. On the Business Licenses page, click any row to display the Business License Detail page. Then select the Fees and Payment Summary tab, which is available for all business entities by default. On the Fees and Payments Summary page, click the Total Fees Overview tab to display the Total Fee Details drawer. The Total Fee Details drawer displays a consolidated view of all payments on the license versus navigating to multiple transactions. In addition to existing output options in BI Publisher reports, for example PDF or RTF, we've added the .csv format as a downloadable option for all out-of-the-box delivered BIP reports. After opening a report, simply choose CSV as an option from the View Report icon. You can also choose the Export CSV option from the Actions icon. The Contractor License Real-Time Subject Area enables agencies to easily generate different transactions associated with contractor licenses and provide them to staff for analysis or action. Contractor license information includes information regarding classification, validity, expiration, insurance, and so on. Agency users can send a consolidated communication about expiration to multiple business licenses for one location. When you enable the Enable Consolidated Expiration Communication option on the Business License Options page, the communications configured on the Business License Expiration group will be ignored. However, the sending of the consolidated communications is still triggered during the processing of the expiration rules. To define the expiration communication rules, you must set up the configuration template on the Communication Template Details page. On the Event Details page, click Add to configure the rule. Business licenses are normally completed as they are awarded, preventing recurring or other inspections from being scheduled. With 24D, agencies can now schedule inspections on completed licenses. The Add Inspection button is now enabled on the Inspections page. Agencies can now schedule new inspections on completed business license transactions, including origination, amendment, and renewal. This completes the feature descriptions for business licenses. Common permitting and licensing features include selective enablement of alter workflow and retry business rule framework events. With previous releases, users can alter the workflow manually to resolve conflicts and get a transaction back on track. The user selects from a long list of possible workflow tasks and all transaction statuses. Like altering workflow, when reopening an expired or completed application, users also need to assign the desired workflow task and status manually. While the current option of displaying lists of all possible workflow tasks and statuses provides flexibility, it can also present a challenge for some users to make the appropriate decisions. With 24D, now you have the option to configure your workflow processes to control what tasks display in the lists for users to select when altering workflow or reopening an application. You may only want to display a few of the workflow tasks. In this example, these tasks display to the user: Accept Application, Supervisor Review, Plan Review, Issue Permit, and Complete Final Inspection. Use new custom properties to enable a specific task to be displayed and to set the status if needed. If a human task has a system task before it to update the status, you specify only the human task name. If a human task isn't paired with a system task to set the status, you specify both the task name and the appropriate status. With this feature configured, the user sees only the tasks you've enabled for them to select when altering the workflow as shown here. The option to set the status no longer appears because it's set within the workflow process definition. When reopening an application, you'll see the same streamlined list displayed, simplifying the user experience while reducing the potential for human error. In a previous release, we introduced the ability to retry business rule actions that didn't complete successfully. You can now retry business rule framework events that encountered errors before running any business rules. You can set up an enterprise scheduler service to run failed events automatically, or you can retry an event manually from the log detail page. This completes the feature descriptions for common permitting and licensing. We've only shown you the highlights of the public sector permitting and licensing update. For more information, see the What's New document on Oracle Cloud Readiness.